Disclaimer, sorry in advance for the noisy chair. We're back.
I had to give them an example, yes.
Yeah. So try not move at all. Just stand like that. Please. You're gonna make so much noise.
Alright.
Anyway, so today we're gonna carry on from I'm sorry, I'm already moving my mic. We're gonna carry on from a video that I've made, from two videos that I've made on my channel. So if you guys remember, I have part 1 and part 2s of everything. One is for not exactly non-believers, but it's for people that don't have either believed and fallen off, kind of, or for people that don't believe in anything, but they would like to sort of improve themselves in their daily lives, become better people. So we're gonna carry on from that conversation because I need to pick his brains on this kind of topic. I just realized my hands go way in your view there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and just pick his brains. So he hasn't seen the videos; they haven't been uploaded yet because I want to do a video of each on everything and then bang it out. Okay, so the topic I've actually spoken about is lust, sexual desire, and altogether, I guess, in the biblical terms, adultery, you could say. Okay, so in a moral perspective, and someone that doesn't actually believe in Jesus Christ, in God or any religion at all, because most religions are good for you because they do keep you in line with, I guess, sinning. They call it sinning in religion, so they keep you away from sinning. What are your thoughts on sexual desires? Okay, so firstly, what do you think adultery or sexual desire is?
Adultery or sexual desire? Well, number one.
Number one.
I think people need to understand the terms of adultery and fornication and all these sort of sins of the flesh, right? When it comes to sexual desires. So adultery.
Can I just ask?
Yeah.
Can we do a non-biblical? Just for.
Yeah, no, it's just a definition of what it means.
Just for a second. Yeah, but you're actually putting it a lot towards sinning. You're putting a lot towards a biblical meaning.
No. It's not really a biblical meaning. Adultery, it is what it is.
Adultery,
and fornication,
right.
It is what it is.
Right, but me as an atheist, those mean nothing to me. If I want to go and have sex with a woman or a man,
Yeah, but I just.
it's okay.
So,
do you know what it's called? It's called polygamy. Polygamy. I think.
What's that?
Polygamy. Where you're allowed to just go and have multiple women and multiple relationships, and we're all just indulging in each other, and that's a thing that's allowed. So actually, society does not punish you for doing that, whereas religion does. So, I want to just get over what it actually means in everyday society for someone that doesn't actually believe in anything. For the sake of the exercise, let's say an atheist.
Yeah.
Why would an atheist think, how would you convince an atheist that actually being too sexually active and not settling down with one partner, a woman and a man, how could that affect them? Is that something they should be doing? Why would that be something they should be doing if you do agree with that? Or how would you go about that?
Okay, well, I guess like you would know, right? Of course, there is all sorts of sins of the flesh, no? Okay, we'll not speculate. There's all sorts of sins of the flesh.
Right.
Many people know them as the 7 deadly sins, right?
Right.
Which in fact, those have been taken from the Bible, but they're not totally true. Those are not the only sins you can commit against the flesh. They are called sins of the flesh because it's what your flesh desires. So like smoking, right? Smoking is not necessarily bad, but it's something the flesh requires. So for example, how do I describe this? It's something that you don't need, but you do it anyway. So it's not exactly a sin, but it's good if you let go of it. Spiritually, you get closer to God, and God will come to you because you've given that sacrifice up, right? And He sees your strength in doing so. talking about sexual immoralities, right? Adultery, biblical term, so people understand what I'm talking about. Adultery.
Yeah, but no, wait.
No, but
The thing is,
the definition,
just
they need to understand.
Okay, wait. Completely detached from religion, belief, faith.
Yeah, no,
anything
okay,
to do with
okay,
that.
no, but
Talk to me as
but
if
this,
you're...
hold on.
No,
Because if you go on Google and you type meaning of adultery, you will come up with what I'm about to say. If you type in meaning of fornication.
I did say sexual desire, which is a common...
The thing is, sexual desire gets everyone. Lust, right?
Right.
It gets to everyone's flesh.
So talk to me about lust. As an atheist, in normal people terms, don't hit me with religion in any way. Nothing.
No, but they were. Hold on, there were definitions, and people need to know the definitions.
No, but that's what I'm asking.
All right.
I'm saying do not.
Let me just give
We'll dive into that later on. I just want to take it step by step.
Okay. Okay. So what was the question about lust and about sexual desires again? Sorry, repeat that for me again.
So basically, what I'm asking is, how would you be able to tell someone that doesn't believe in any religion? So I said for the purpose of the exercise, for the purpose of the explanation, so it makes it easy for you. Just I'm an atheist, and you need to tell me that being too sexually active, having multiple partners, pretty much every week a different one, or every night a different one. For some people that's how it is. Like paying for prostitutes or sexual workers.
Okay.
In that sense, how would you not convince, but how would you explain
that it's bad without having faith to someone that has no faith, and you can bring faith in it? I don't think there's any way to describe it to help them out to stop.
Are you kidding me?
Because listen,
why are you
as an
going to
atheist,
bring it back to faith?
No.
Faith.
If you don't have faith, why? How would that person
So is that what
say?
you're going to tell an atheist person? If you don't have faith, I mean, that's it, man. Sorry.
No, that's not what I meant. But in this sort of things, to explain that is wrong, you gotta bring some sort of faith, no, to an atheist. Yes.
No.
How else could you describe it?
All right. So you just gotta remember that you always gotta go on people's levels. If I'm an atheist, you're not gonna bring me religion because I don't understand religion, or maybe I read it and I just don't agree with it. It's not my thing. So the way you gotta come to me, you gotta come in a certain
All right,
way.
then
so
go.
I actually understand.
Okay. So going on to this, right? Sexual, being too sexually active, right?
Right.
Going for it scientifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but you just need to don't overcomplicate it. I just need a certain just tell me why that would be bad in any way for me. Like how could that affect me like as a person?
It will affect you mentally. You have a reward system in your brain.
Right.
If you keep masturbating, let's say,
Right. I mean,
having sex.
Lust does include masturbation because you're just
having sex and all this. It completely destroys the reward system in your brain. Like, you will not be motivated for whatever reason. You want to build a bed, let's say, right? Make a nice bed. Your reward system is broken. Why would you be motivated to make that bed? Right?
Right.
Halfway through making it, maybe just starting it, you're going to be thinking, oh, let me go masturbate. It's easy, right? There's no reward to it. And besides, I already have a bed. Why do I need to build another bed? So scientifically going through it, you're not going to have any motivation to do so, right? It destroys completely your reward system in your head.
Right. What about in terms of your actual, what is the process of life? Process of life is having a partner, making children, the family evolution.
Having sex, it's more of an intimate thing. When you have sex with someone, it's meant to be saved. Not talking about it faithfully or biblically, okay? But it's a beautiful thing. You both become one.
Right.
Now, if you share it with other women and do it with other women, what's the point of sex anymore? Other than just a pleasurable thing that you do. What is it?
That is the whole point. Me as an atheist, that is what I'm looking for, my man.
For pleasure.
Every night.
Sorry about that. What chair did you give me?
Every night is the same thing. I'm trying to get, and the thing is, I will not want to do it with yo, chill, man, chill. What's wrong with you? The noise in the chair is crazy.
You gave me this chair to sit on.
I know, but you gotta work with it. Do you want to switch?
You want to switch?
Do you want to switch?
I mean, if it makes you happy.
That will it make me happy?
Yeah, because I keep making me noise, though.
Don't make too much noise. All right, tell you what, let's switch. Jump in the seat. Oh man, What the hell? Why don't you just move the mic out of the way?
I don't want to make too much noise, right?
What? We're making noise anyway. Alright. Alright.
Okay.
Right.
Hold on a second. Now I need adjustments, man.
Why are you adjusting it?
For me, it just seems too low.
Alright, be quick. People don't want to watch you adjust your mic.
Alright.
Bro.
I guess you should be okay like this, yeah.
Sure
Alright,
thing.
don't move too much, yeah? You're making too much noise. Alright.
You don't even know what's about to come.
So,
Alright, yes.
yeah, start again. I forgot. I completely forgot.
You forgot? Okay, wait. I'm okay, I'm gonna tell you now, right?
You forgot as well?
Lasting sexual desires, and me as an atheist, I do not care. That's what I want to do. Me as an atheist, I literally have nothing to, like, the thing is, the religion holds you down.
But hold on a second. This all depends if this person wants to move on and they want to explore and they want to, try and see if anything is real. It's up to them to decide, okay, let me see. Okay, let me give up on this a little bit. And I'm sure everyone has a little bit of, normality of what it's meant to be to, get closer to God. Even if you're an atheist and you're thinking, okay, there's no God. But what if there is, right? Every atheist and every person will think. It's just in everyone said that there might be a higher power. No?
Why is it so hard for you to just leave God out of the way and just speak as
hold
an...
on, because you're asking me to give an explanation of this but not in biblical terms.
Right.
But why am I here to explain this to someone that has no total, thought of anything spiritually or them trying to get closer spiritually? What's the point of me explaining to them? They can just search online scientifically and say, why is sex bad?
The thing is, the only reason why you would even discuss this topic is because you deep down as a faithful person know that they need help. However, as an atheist person believing in science, having read the whole Bible and disagreeing with it, because he still thinks, or she still thinks, that the world came to be from a big bang and whatever happened, right?
Yeah.
How will you reach that person? You basically just told me that you just give up. There's just no point. If they don't... No, you were actually saying that they have some sort of belief and they know. So that's why you would bring faith into it. But you gotta do it without faith. You gotta be on their own level. Okay, basically, bro. Their own level is most people that wank a lot, they do not believe in God. And if they do, they're very far, far away from God.
Not necessarily. I mean...
An atheist person having sexual desires, multiple partners every night, multiple partners every week, or hundreds a year, right? That is no way to live for anyone. Firstly, you're wasting a lot of money. As an atheist person, I will tell you what I care about as an atheist person. No religion involved. Nothing, no faith, no belief. I care about my money. Firstly, to sleep with lots of women. That means you need to go clubbing either. You need to pay for sexual workers. You need to take people out for dinner. Or you literally need to go out your way and do a lot of work to get someone. Or maybe you're just some next handsome person or beautiful person and everyone just keeps coming to you and you're like, yeah, sure. Every night, right? But you gotta talk about the negatives. That's the whole point is to bring the negatives, man.
Exactly.
Negatives. You never settle down. Every morning you wake up, you want more. The thing is, it's just realizing what the actual problem is.
Now you're talking to me that I can bring faith into it. Who are you to bring and say that, you have to settle down? You can't just keep going. The person that goes clubbing every night, what does he know about settling down?
But that's the thing. Once you talk about faith, all the atheists will be like, I don't care. I'm not watching this sexual bullshit. Forget it. Go on. Bye-bye. Once you take away faith...
It says in the Bible, right? It's not up to you to decide who gets to believe and then trying to believe it. You have to plant the mustard seed. And you know the mustard seed story, right? You have to say the right thing at the right time.
Okay, hold on, because you're really riding me off inside right now. Listen, buddy, you're doing the same thing. Okay, all right. So just so everyone knows, we literally watched a video. We did a video together about the same conversation. How do you approach someone that doesn't believe in Christ, doesn't have any faith in God in any way? How do you approach them? You just say, man, the Bible this, the Bible that. This is what it is. That's what you just did now again. They're not meant to hear. They're not meant to believe. Listen. Okay, in the Bible, although it says that everyone should just be led their way, God forbid they hear that they're doing wrong and they straighten themselves. So they're basically lost. That's what it says in the Bible. And he also says in the Bible, love your neighbor. Man, if you love your neighbor and you see a neighborly atheist not believing in Christ, and you know how good God is and how much love he can give you.
Where does it say that? God forbid that they...
I don't know on top of my head, and all our camera gear is on, so I can't even search it up. Tell you what, pinpoint this, and I'll bring you back into the next video. Just a quick touch up in the next video we do. But no, it says... That's not verbatim. It's just like an overall. I don't remember word by word. I'm really bad. But that's what it says. But then he also says, love your neighbor.
Yeah.
Right. So why would I say love your neighbor? Who's your neighbor?
The person living next to you.
Your neighbor is everyone.
Yeah, true.
Everyone. Okay. Everyone is your neighbor. Why does it say your neighbor? It's not part of your household. You do not care. You couldn't care less if something happened. It's literally not part of you. You only care about family. And that's family. And everything comes within family. And apparently friends are right next to, right underneath family. And neighbor is like, no one cares about neighbors. That's why it says love your neighbor. So your neighbor is an atheist. And then you see him struggling. Maybe you see him, tons of women coming in his flat at night, her flat at night. Men, you feel bad. You're like, wow, I can't believe this. Poor woman. What do? You pray for them. You ask God to open their eyes. You ask God to show them something. Yeah. And don't worry, God will have something planned for them so that they can deal with it in their own way. Right. So why wouldn't you tell an atheist person their atheist way of, hey man, this is messed up. And it's messed up because of these atheist reasons that you too believe in. Instead of saying, God this, God that. It literally will click on the video and be like, oh wow, sexual desires, why is it wrong? Great. It'll be like, but God said this.
Listen.
Man, stop with this fake bullshit. I'm out here.
I'm not here to tell anyone how they should live their life. It's not my problem to do.
But the thing is, we're not telling anyone. This is opinions. This is what we think.
Yeah,
people are able to literally be a fly on the wall right now to this conversation.
I'm imperfect myself. I do things myself.
I understand. But that's the thing. Wait. Hold on. We're not throwing rocks at anyone. We are simply talking about an issue that is global. Literally, this is a global issue. It happens everywhere, in every country, everywhere. We're just addressing the issue so that maybe people will be like, hey, do you know what? This guy is really sucker talking about it, but they have a point. So I'm going to have a look somewhere else. I'm going to research this. I'm going to go and talk to this person. I don't know. It sparks a conversation, sparks a thing. You are currently planting a seed, an extra seed of...
I guess so.
Of questioning. They're going to question this.
I guess so. I guess
but
right.
You cannot do it with faith for someone that does not believe in faith. So when I asked you, give me something that doesn't have to do with faith. Just give me reasons of no faith. Basically, if I don't believe in God, if I don't have any kind of faith, I don't believe in anything. I literally believe that the Big Bang, boom, boom, meteorite, whatever happened to dinosaurs and apes, and here I am.
Okay.
I'm a 20,000 generation ape. And I'm here with a mic, right? What would you be able to tell me that would make me at least think a little bit about my daily actions, morals, ethics? How ethical is it to sleep with a woman every single day, or a man? What kind of moral is that? Would any parent? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's a bit of a touchy subject because there's a lot of parents that, their kids come home and they're like, hey dad, I just shagged this woman. Look. He's like, yeah, son, yeah, go on then. Right. So I can't really touch on that subject. However, anyone would be able to say that doing that is morally wrong. Even if you are a love my body, love myself, do whatever I want person, you would know that that is bad. Why? Again, you're wasting money, you're wasting time. And when you get to 50, 60 years old, when you're shriveled out like a tomato, like a sun-dried tomato, literally, you have nothing. You have no house, you have no family, you're all alone in your own care home. Dying of dementia because you're getting pumped with pills. And that's it. So basically, just by saying that, I think that would maybe wake up some people. Maybe people will think, oh, do you know what? It doesn't have to do anything with faith. Because the first thing is baby steps. We spoke about baby steps before. Listen,
Potentially.
Listen, it's baby steps. And you just gotta give them a little bit. Look, this is it. Later on, you might add a little bit of faith into it. Then you slowly introduce them to God. It will never be too late. The smallest change, as faithful people, would be a huge improvement, because the tiniest little holdback and at least realization would be a great improvement. And then slowly, from there, improving a few little bits every day, you will then, get to the point where you start believing in God and, accepting Jesus as your savior and understanding the word of God and everything, So, have I turned you away from your... Because you still say that. Are you kidding me? I'm literally looking at your face and I feel like you're just about to say that again.
No, I said potentially. What you said.
Potentially. So what's wrong?
Right.
What's wrong? Why is it potentially? What's your objections? Hey, you said potentially. You have to have something right now in your mind. You can't think about them. Potentially is a terrible answer if you didn't even think about it. So? Give me something. No way.
The problem is, I think the strongest bit of motivation that could get you to change would be God. That's why I said potentially. Potentially could work, yes.
So, wouldn't God listen to your prayer?
Yeah.
Of course. So if you ask God, please look after this person who's shagging every night, man. Bad. Wouldn't God just do something for you? Wouldn't God at least give him a sign? Look at this person. Just care so much about this guy.
If it's in his plan, yes. No. If it's in God's plan to do so, and if it's his way, he will do something.
But isn't it God's plan or his interest for everyone to believe in?
Of course.
So?
Of course.
So?
But he's ready to go away. The stones are tumbling.
Right.
Stone that tumbles comes up to an event, right?
Right.
If you pray for this person, God will say, okay, yeah.
Right. So you'll give him a sign in one way. But at least you've tried. You've done something. It's a 50-50 chance, to be fair.
50-50.
Right?
I guess so. God will answer. Yeah.
It's like gambling. 50-50 chance. You don't know, but at least you're trying.
True.
So? Why wouldn't you do it? So why would you say potentially? Isn't that the best thing to do?
So, okay. I guess that seed, yeah. That seed would be planted from then, yes.
Yeah.
It would be, and then they will gain an interest. Potentially. Right?
As long as it's planted and it sprouts a root, I'm happy.
I'll say...
That's the least.
I'll say 1 out of 5 people, that plant will grow.
Right?
I guess that would be okay.
Okay.
So I agree with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And trust me, most people that do last, they become depressed themselves. So depression is basically having fog in your mind. You can't focus on something. Yeah. You are married with 3 kids, and you have this colleague at work and super fit. Oh my goodness, can't keep your eyes off him, her. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna just use him as an example because I can't do this. You can't keep your eyes off her, and that's you're kind of disinterested in your wife. You come home, you can't really be bothered. Arguments for every little thing. Oh, it was a joke. Who cares? Don't do that. It's boring. No. Because you're a bit retracted from the relationship. You don't really care. But that is everything. Now imagine if all of that was just taken away and now you're left with nothing. Man, you'll go back and... I was about to say something, but you'll go back and do whatever you can.
Yourself. You gotta reevaluate.
But see, that's the thing. But people need to understand why they should reevaluate themselves. But bringing God into it, it's not going to reevaluate anything. They're just going to be like, I don't care.
Going from the example you gave me, right, about having a work husband, right, along your... What? Am I not speaking into the mic?
No, you're good.
All right. Going for the example where this woman has a work husband, or at the same time having a husband and 3 kids with them.
Right.
People believe in soulmates.
Okay. So what you
You get together with them, and you're meant to spend the rest of your life. You just know it because they're so good, right? People need to understand that there's no such thing, especially our generation and the generation after us. They're coming after us. They need to understand that relationships are not like this. They don't just come there and then they're happy and married and sweet the whole year round. Because this will be their excuse. I'm just not happy with him. I just can never be happy with him. I can't. I'm more happy with this husband here. Little do they know this work husband is using them for their pleasure, right? Of their sexual immorality. Right?
Okay.
Relationships will go. Sometimes you're screaming. Sometimes you're nice now all of a sudden. Okay, yeah. We figured it out.
Okay.
When you start having arguments, or the other person starts having arguments, that person obviously she has her eyes on someone else. You can never take that away, and you have to accept it. Okay? It is. Women do move away. It's not your fault.
Men do it too.
Men, sorry. My fault. It's because I'm a man. I was talking from my perspective.
Okay.
So women and men. That's
Yeah, no, my bad. Sorry, I thought you were like really.
No, I think
okay,
you have gotten the wrong point. If I
fine.
address it.
Fine.
So yeah, relationships go up and down, right?
Right.
You have to work it out. The point where you make your relationship better with a woman or a man, depending who you are,
Right.
it's how fast you get back to normality, how fast you get back to speaking to each other nicely again. That's where the bond strengthens between you.
Okay, but
because if you're telling me that you're going to start having an argument and say, yeah, no, I can't have this woman. Have you even tried?
okay, there is a tiny.
You haven't tried. You have an excuse to go to someone else now. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I can't make it work.
Slight problem. There's a tiny little problem.
problem?
When you're doing drugs, when you're smoking, it becomes a normality. At no point will you stop unless you maybe get lung cancer, throat cancer, drugs, no money, and still maybe that's the point where you lost everything and you just, man, I need another hit. I'm being serious. Isn't it the same thing when you're arguing all the time? It just becomes a normal thing, and then it's really hard to get out of it. Your next thing is, I'm gonna run away, man. This is too long. I can't be asked.
I don't know, man, but
No, but it takes time to realize these things, and the thing is, you need someone to actually spark this thing inside your brain and make you think that, oh, actually.
So how many women or men will it take for you to spark this thing of saying, you know what, okay?
No, but it's kind of unfair for you to say, have you even worked it out? These people don't even know. Half of them don't even think.
Well, that's why I said it.
So that's why lusting and sexual desires come into play in a really negative way for an atheist person, for someone that doesn't believe in God. These are problems.
Sure. Yeah,
These are problems.
I agree with you on that one, yes. Of course.
And you just need to see, so talking about the problems makes people realize, and this is why it's important to address it on everyone's levels and try and touch everyone's perspectives in some way or another.
There'll never be happiness and there'll never be enough. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The dopamine is a drug, to be honest
Right,
with you.
right, 100%.
So, yeah, it will never be enough.
Right.
You would have to understand. And I guess there needs to be some people sometimes to drop in the, smooth hint. Maybe what you're doing right now, right?
Right.
This video.
Right. No,
So
definitely.
Yeah.
But then again, we're not here to brainwash anyone. We're not here to put any morals or ethics into you. This is purely your choice, but it's just we hopefully, we are hopefully touching a few topics, maybe some people's actual life situations.
I'm sure that
and then,
in the back of some people's minds, they already understand that, there could be something wrong with this.
Well, some people, I used to watch YouTube videos and I used to hear people talking about different problems and maybe problems. So basically the header would be something I would be looking for. And then I watched the video and the actual scenario didn't apply. And I was thinking, doesn't really help me. So if you don't really hit the nail on the head for certain people, they will not change. It's the same as you. If I say, yo, you need to stop going to sleeping around, you're like, I don't sleep around though. Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't really apply to you. But lasting, if you, to have last, and you hit every point, the fact that you're looking online at women, the fact that you're looking magazines at women, in a movie, at work, anywhere on the street, still lasting. Doesn't mean you're sleeping with anyone. It means that you're lasting.
You said about religion, right?
Okay, hold on. We know that the religion.
Hold on.
Okay, go on.
Not much people of religion. You can't, bring faith into it and everything. In my opinion.
Oh no, again.
Maybe in yours as well.
You are killing me. Okay, go on then.
Religions are not exactly for, human beings. Because human being, you can't
wait. No, look. Let me finish this point because it's still about the topic,
okay.
and then we'll go into your religion. Just remember your topic, all right? So basically, lusting is not just a actual physical sexual thing where you do it, and that's like the thing that could bring you to ruin, whether you're a believer or just someone that doesn't believe, an atheist. It's not the actual physical thing. It's everything that's going on inside your mind, because that really takes you away from whatever you should be doing. You have a family, man. Take care of your family. But you take the time away to go and have a quick wank upstairs in your room because your wife's downstairs feeding the kids. I mean, yeah, okay, that whole scenario, messed up, man. Where are you? What are you doing? Or you're at work staying late because, your colleague is working late too, and you're like, do you know what? Let's do it together. Let's work. Doesn't mean that something will happen, but it just means that you enjoy that company more instead of focusing on your own family and being at home, because life is not just about work. So lasting is not just the physical act; it's the mental act, I guess.
It is.
So
everything starts in your mind.
100%. And the thing is, this is how you cloud your mind, and this is how your mind becomes a little bit rotten in a way. Mode expands, believe it or not,
that's a good way to describe it.
So it's really important that everyone understands that it's not just the physical, but it's everything that's going on inside your head. So you got to clean your head and focus on different things. Maybe if you are I am 100,000,000% sure that maybe 97% of the whole world's population struggles with lasting in one way or another.
Everyone.
So,
I think it's the biggest sin of the flesh.
But these are the things that also bring you down in terms of your pride as a person. You're too proud, and you will always try. The thing is, nothing will happen because you go home, your wife will kill you. I mean, you did something, but you just want to stare, right? But whilst you're staring at someone, you kind of still wish they looked back at you.
I guess so.
When they do look,
I think there is that mental thing. Yes.
When they do look back at you, there is
that unconscious thought. Yes.
Now you become a little bit proud in your actions, a bit proud in the way you carry yourself, which is silly. You always gotta remember, you already have something. Why would you go and look for something else? Because at the end of the day, if this is gone, you don't even care about that. You're not going to be like, oh my God, I saw that lady yesterday on the road. Where is she? Because my wife left me. No, it's not happening like that, man. You got to go back home. You don't have a home now. So it's your pride. You got to get rid of your pride and actually think normally. Think the way you're supposed to think, man. If you make your bed, you got to sleep in it. And I'm not talking about making your bed and going to prepare another bed because this is the bed I made. I don't like it. I'm going to go and prepare another bed. Coming back home, that's not the thing. It's just you got to be happy with what you have, because when you first found that, you were happy. It hasn't changed, because people are not like technology where they get out of date after 10 years. Oh yes, no, not the same. No, it's just the way you treat whatever you have. You make it into what it is, and then it gets into your mind, and then you see it differently. But you always gotta see it fresh, man. You gotta see it, and you gotta think of the past. Everyone gotta think of where they came from.
People, as we are humans, we need to understand that there's never gonna be enough of anything. Never, right? You are getting this mic. this mic is good, but hey, hold on, there's another one better, right? Yeah, let's buy that one, and then
Right.
another one better, right? And then buy
Right.
that one, and you're never gonna get enough. And I think the whole point of settling down is just deciding and saying, you know what, I got this one, I will save this one. Okay? There's no such thing as changing. Yes, you do. I 100% agree with you.
Well, I'll give you a little story. There was once a cock in a cock pen, in a hen pen. He was the king of the hens. The hens loved him. He loved the hens. And then one day he looked over the fence in the neighbor's garden. He had tons of hens. He didn't see a cock any day. And he jumped over. Oh, there's a cock there. My guy was just chilling underneath the shade every day because he's a cock. He doesn't care. Well, why does he have to run around?
They say rooster, yeah?
So the rooster jumped over and he got his ass beat. And then he jumped back. But the rooster's been there for quite a long time, running around away from the other rooster that was already there. Because, you gotta make eggs and babies gotta come with a rooster, So the guy's running there around in the other neighbor's pen and he's getting beat up by this rooster. And then he found a chance to jump back over to his hens. Uh-oh. There's already a new rooster in here. So you're not welcome anymore. So you've jumped over because the grass was greener. And you go there and it was not nice. It will always end bad. Because you didn't plan. It's a rush decision. There's no plan. And then you jump back. And then you jump back and you get your ass beat because they've moved on too, man.
Jealousy. I think jealousy comes. Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
You said the right thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
you think the other person's or the other side is better.
100%.
Yeah, it looks better from the other side, of course, and
Exactly.
probably the person on the other side thinks your side is
100%.
better, right?
100%.
Vice versa.
See, they say
It's
don't
not-
fix it
it's
if it's not broken. Don't fix it if it's not broken. So you always gotta assess what's wrong with it. You always gotta, man, you make a nice plan on a paper and you ask questions. Why, how, when, where? Maybe some other questions, I don't know.
What?
And you gotta list every single thing down
Yeah.
and then understand. The thing is,
You gotta
sometimes
re-
you need to take it out of your mind
Like
and put
we
it on
said,
paper
yeah.
because your mind can only focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, like I
And
said, you gotta reevaluate yourself.
100%.
You gotta
That's it.
reevaluate.
Everyone just needs a revaluation.
That's where the depression comes from. And the thing
Exactly.
is, yeah, if you've done this, you jumped on the other side of the fence because you thought the grass was
Right.
greener, and then you tried to jump back, and hold on, someone else took my side,
Right.
right?
Right.
You will start becoming depressed. You lost everything, right?
Mhm.
The thing
I'm not
you
gonna lie
gotta-
to you now that I'm thinking about it.
The thing you gotta do now,
When we used to live in the village, we had a rooster that was super depressed, man.
yeah.
Yeah. You know the one without any feathers on his neck?
Oh,
That guy
I feel
went
so bad.
depressed, bro.
I feel really
That's
bad.
sad. Because we had two cocks
I think
in one
it's-
pen.
I think it's
That
because
sucked.
he was old as well, yeah.
He was old, man. He was going strong the other time. Like 2 weeks before that, they were fighting
He was, yeah.
they were fighting their asses off.
Maybe he.
It's a fight
maybe
for the
he
cocks.
lost his pride. He
That's
lost
great.
it.
Yeah, he lost it. That was it. Someone
Yeah.
took his chicks.
Anyway,
Literally.
yeah, when you lost everything, you are going to become upset. You are going to become depressed.
Yeah, of
right?
course. And that's where you literally don't care about anything. Money doesn't matter.
But
Job
at that
doesn't matter.
point-
Your life doesn't matter. And that is like the end.
And I think that's. I think that's a lesson. If that happens to you, that means that's a lesson you need to understand, because obviously you jump. What's in his room?
You got something on your throat.
That's a lesson. You now have to understand yourself. What happened here? So when
Right.
you're depressed, that's not the end of the line. People need to understand. The end of the line doesn't come until you die. Okay? And you do not get to decide when you die. You do not get to decide when you jump off. Okay? It does not work like that, right? That's when you really have to evaluate. That's when you have to start understanding, okay, what did I do wrong here? What could I have done?
Right, right. Of course.
Yeah,
What went
you
wrong?
see-
What's going on?
To me, I've been depressed a couple of times. I have, about a few things.
You know what? Let me
It was
let me
really
tell you
bad.
let me tell you a thing. You know, if
But hold on,
if-
let me just finish.
okay, all right.
To me, depression is just an illusion of the mind. The mind, think of it like this. The mind is your primal instinct.
Right.
But obviously, you're not the mind, you're a human being. You understand totally how to do calculations and how to evaluate.
Right.
The mind kicks in when you do not know how to think. The mind will tell you, this is how it works. This is what you
Right,
do.
just the way it takes care of your body.
For example, when you're in a car crash,
Right.
it takes 20 seconds for a human mind to understand totally why it's going on. for them, only flight or fight will kick in, right? And that's your mind. Your mind will kick in. You either fight it, you go save or whatever, or you run, right? Don't listen to your primal instincts, basically. Your mind is trying to tell you to begin with, but you need to control it. You need to start understanding it. No?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I don't remember my point. It's fine. But no, you're right. You're right. The mind is separate from the feelings, though. Whatever you...
I don't think so. I don't think so. Hold on. I don't think so. Because the mind is what makes the feelings count. When you feel angry, do you think it's okay to feel angry? Do you think it's okay to start punching people? It's not, no? It's not right. I mean, even the law says it. Many people will say, it's the government, of course. But we're not beasts. We're not lions and we're not bears in the jungle, okay? We understand how to think. We need to think otherwise in a peaceful way. No?
Okay. Sometimes your feeling take the better of your mind, and then your mind acts on your feelings.
Yeah. So it's your mind.
But your mind is slightly separate, because if your feelings weren't there, your mind would act for it. As in, actors, when they act a role, and they don't put feelings into it. They just act the role. But they do everything that a person with feelings would do.
Sometimes an actor will put feelings to make them seem more real, no?
Okay,
example,
but that's the wrong way to do it, because it
crying.
is just a job. You do not change yourself for the job. You will always be the same.
How are you meant to...
No, but that's the
properly
thing. That's the thing. You act the feelings. That's acting. You act the feelings.
But the more feelings you feel, the more realistic the...
You might be closer to a role. You might be closer to something like, oh yeah, I love this. This is what I stand for myself.
Right. Some of the best
Right.
actors
Okay.
will,
They would.
You'll be more realistic. You'll
They
be more
would,
enjoyable to watch.
but-
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's a different topic. What were you gonna say about religion there? You were gonna say something about...
For me, because you said, okay, you kept saying, yeah, don't bring religion, don't bring this.
Right.
In my opinion, religion, for me, I think religion is for someone that's perfect, truly perfect. Because me, let's say I'm a Christian, yeah? Hold on, I'm a Christian. And I smoke, and I have sex. Can I call myself a Christian? I can't call myself a Christian because I do not follow everything in there. Nobody can say they belong to a religion because we all fall to a sin. Okay, I'm not throwing rocks on Christians, I'm not throwing rocks on Muslims, I'm not throwing rocks on Buddhists. But we're all made of flesh. We all have fleshy desires to eat more, you know, we want to take drugs, we want to do this. It's desires. At the end of the day, is you trying to become better. No.
Okay. The only tiny little problem I'm seeing here.
Who are you, my professor?
No,
Right, go
no,
ahead,
it's just
go ahead.
okay, right. So you said we don't belong to a religion, right? And you call yourself a Christian. You would like, you say if you smoked or had sex every day. Let's just say you do that. Then you don't belong to a religion.
Okay. What truly makes a person a religious person? Doesn't matter where he's Muslim, Christian, Hindu. What truly makes a person Christian or religious?
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is 2025.
So
I can identify as a spoon.
forget the identifications, forget the pronouns and nouns.
No, but that's the thing. This will probably be the hardest thing to take away.
Let me tell you. The thing that makes you a Muslim, the thing that makes you a Christian, is the traditions that the religions carry. You will have to take a mass every Sunday, right? For Catholics. For Muslims, you have to do Ramadan from here to here. That's what the traditions is what sets aside other traditions from the rest. Because everything else, everything is the same. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Everything's the same.
Sure. So do you think people actually use their religion as an excuse to prosecute other people in certain ways, or judge other people in certain ways, or excuse themselves in certain ways, or use it as a weapon for many things?
I cannot experience
Okay, the answer is yes. It's a silly question. No,
100%.
no, it's a silly question. Everyone
You
does
should
it.
never use your religion.
Okay, but listen,
Okay.
everyone does it. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone does it. Even Christians. I've heard so many Christians
of
say, "Oh, how can I steal? I'm a Christian."
Of course. And
Okay,
I
buddy.
100%
You know?
agree with the fact that, yeah, people use this. They should never. The thing that you feel, it's between you and God, if you're religious. It's just between you and God.
See, that's the thing,
Why go
that's the
around
thing.
and say, okay, I'm gonna fast for 7 days so I can get closer to God.
Are we being
right?
hypocrites now?
Hypocrites?
The fact that we are preaching about this. I'm just saying this because it will come up in the comments at one point.
What I'm talking about
It will come up in the comments at one point. Hey, you hypocrite! How can you say that?
I have never gone around if I have ever fasted and said, I'm fasting today, I can't work too hard. Or, I'm a Christian, I can't do this. I have never gone around and said that. I've always done it. If I ever fast, I don't bring up my fasting to other people and tell them, oh, look, I'm fasting. Just like the Pharisees did. Okay, I know I'm bringing biblical things here. But just the Pharisees.
Right.
Pharisees would go out of the temple and they will spread coals on themselves just to show how close they are to God and they're holy, In the Bible it says, do not be like the Pharisees. Keep everything between you and me. If you plan to do this, keep it between you and me. I've never gone around and done that.
Okay, but you gotta remember that that's not just...
I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. But I've never used that as an excuse. I'll never use God as an excuse.
But wait. That's not just about fasting. It's about everything.
I use that as an example.
No, I know. I just want to clarify, that's all.
Oh.
It's not just about fasting. Yeah, if you do anything with God, it's just your thing with God.
Yes.
Because it is
100%.
just one soul that you can
100%.
control, and that's your only duty, to control your soul. You can give other people knowledge of what you found that helped you build a deeper connection with God.
Oops.
And you can share that with other people so that they can see it as well, so that they can enjoy it just as much as you are.
Yeah, 100%.
But
Totally agree.
it doesn't only mean that only when you fast. It's a great example, but what is fasting,
Fasting. It's a very good question. And many people don't understand why Christians or Muslims fast and the need for fasting.
Right.
The need for fasting is...
Okay, just a quick description because I'm gonna do a video on fasting.
Oh yeah.
But
So
if if you can just shed a quick light on it, it would be good.
Fasting is you giving an offering to God. So in the New Testament, I know many people won't understand this because Jesus, and there's other religions that don't totally agree with my point of view about Jesus Christ.
Alright, it's okay. We don't care what other religions think about.
Okay.
We don't care about anything like that. You just say what you know.
Anyways, before the Messiah came, people used to burn offerings in the temple of God. Right.
Right.
They build the temple, and whatever sin, being it minor or major, you bring offerings for that sin. And
Right.
Obviously in the Bible,
Sure.
because in the book there, all the laws and everything. So they will burn that. After the Messiah came, things changed. Now your body is the temple of God. And when you're fasting, you're burning an offering to God within yourself. Because you are the temple of your God yourself.
Right.
Right.
So is it like a cleansing period maybe? Is it like a distraction-free period where you just...
Yeah, okay. So when the offerings were burning, like an ox or a lamb or a dove, right?
Right.
The aroma of the fat was pleasant to the Lord. That's why it says in the Bible. I don't really understand what that means, but I think it basically works the same with you when you fast. You're burning the fat, right?
Could you say that? Could you say that?
You're giving something through pain, through yourself to God.
Okay, but could you say that when you buy organic meat and you buy warehouse meat, because there's nothing else to call it, where all the chickens are thousands and thousands upon thousands of chickens stuck together and just being fattened. Right. Yeah. Would it be that you offering a sacrifice of a lovely little lamb, fresh out of the womb, the animal that could grow and make more lambs? Could it be that you're taking the hard work earned, you're taking something that's so valuable to you, the lamb, the baby, the freshest out of the whole flock, and you offer it to God? Would that be the good aroma, in a sense, the fact that this is worth a lot to you as a human, and the fact that you're giving it to me?
Yes. Yeah. 100%. I agree with that. That makes sense. Nice one, yeah.
Okay.
Nice one.
All right, we'll leave that there. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you were able to take something from this.
I need to bring to the attention of some people that we're not throwing stones at anyone, okay? We're all imperfect. We all do things, and we have our desires come out sometimes. So we're not throwing rocks at anyone here, no matter what
our faiths.
These are our opinions, basically.
Yes.
So you're a fly on the wall. Remember, a fly on the wall, a
Well, you're
very
allowed.
valuable fly on the wall.
Well, you're allowed.
Because without you watching, we wouldn't be here doing this, spending time to talk about
True.
this kind of stuff. Okay, may God bless you all. Adios.
Amen.
All right, boss.